Yo. Welcome back. You are here. You already know what it is. This is Word of Mouth TV, the best motherfucking channel on YouTube. If you ain't tuned in, you need to be tuning in. So hit the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube, hit the notification button, do all that things you need to do to stay tuned in and tapped in with Word of Mouth TV. And also follow my YouTube, my IG page at Word of Mouth TV on IG. The link is in the bio that'll lead you right to my YouTube. Anyway, this not gonna be a long video. I just want to touch on something, you know what I mean, real quick from my past, because I was having a conversation with one of my partners earlier and shit, who also makes content. Shout out to him. I ain't gonna say his name. He know who he is. Um, and prison had came up, right? So we was having a conversation about what we was talking about and shit. And he gave me the idea to basically to speak on a specific topic from my prison days and shit. Thank God them days is over, and hopefully they stay over, because prison is terrible, and anybody glorifying prison is a motherfucking fool. And if you're trying to go to the pen, there's a bunch of other places you can go. So nigga, change your mentality, nigga. You tripping. Anyway, he was like telling me, or suggesting, pardon me, suggesting that I speak on a topic which is blacks and their paperwork when they're in prison and shit. So I can only speak. I'm speaking for me, myself, of course. And in my experience, when I was serving my term, which I did 4 years and shit, it didn't have to be 4 years. But nigga got caught with cell phones, chargers, and a bunch of miscellaneous other shit. So I turned a possible 2 year, 11-month sentence to 4 years, and that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I went to prison from breaking the rules, that which got me in prison, and I got to prison and continued to break the rules. That's neither here nor there though. So anyway, so like I said, I'm speaking from my perspective, also from the individuals I know from Seaside, that I spoke to personally, and just niggas that I had conversations with, about prison type shit. So as far as me, and like I said, and other people go, that's about this Seaside, mainly me. And if anybody else wants to get in the comment section from Seaside, or niggas that's convicts, that's been to the penitentiary, that can actually speak on it, that's been behind the walls, then feel free to do so. Even if you ain't been to the pen, you can speak on it. But preferably people that serve time, because they will have the experience. I know how it goes behind the walls. So, you know what I mean? When I got to prison, or even before I got to prison in the county jail and shit, I damn, every time I start making content, my people start messaging me and blowing my phone up. I wasn't doing shit before I hit record to make this video. Now all of a sudden motherfuckers want my attention. Y'all gotta wait. Anyway, you know what I'm about to start doing? Every nigga I see in Seaside that I know in real life, I'm gonna tell them to follow my YouTube and follow my shit, and if they ain't following, I'm gonna call them a hater. Because nigga, I ain't asking you to pay or do nothing. Nigga, showing love is free. And if you can't even motherfucking support a motherfucker that's trying to do something, your ass a J-Cat. Standing on that. Anyway, so like I said, even when I was in the county, I was never approached, not that I could recall, because, you know what I mean, I was pretty sure that I remember that. I was never approached on by no individual or no gang, no nothing, asking me to produce my paperwork or asking to see anything about my paperwork. Because I was telling the homie, I was like, man, blacks don't check paperwork, you know what I'm saying? No shit, not to shit on the blacks, but we ain't organized like that. It's a bunch of unorganized shit going on as far as the blacks, I mean the African Americans behind them walls or whatever. So like I was saying, nobody asked me about my paperwork in the county jail. So once I got my sentence and I arrived to motherfucking Delano, when I got in Delano, I think I stayed in Delano 2.5, 3 months, right? And my whole time there, I seen a lot. It was a lot going down, a lot of activities, a lot of fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's motion in Delano. It's shit going on, right? Anybody that been to Delano, I was on the, I wasn't in the cell. I think I was, what was I in? I was in C3B. Yeah, C3B and shit, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that been to Delano knows how the dorms are or whatever over there. Motherfuckers stomach constantly. Motherfuckers gonna keep playing cards because it ain't your business, you know what I'm saying? You might look and see what's going on, and then you go right back to minding your business, because that's a big thing in there. Minding your business means a lot, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind nobody else's business, because that can get you into some shit. But anyway, so like I said, during my 3 months time period in Delano, nobody ever asked me for my motherfucking paperwork. Um, yeah, so boom. So I started my time in Delano. They sent me to the prison I got sent to. And when I landed at that prison, I landed on the 1 yard, got in trouble. They sent me to the 2 yard, got in trouble. My points got boosted, whatever. Because I was trying to get to camp, but I kept fucking up like a knucklehead, right? Ended up on the 3 yard. So like I said, I got experience on the 1, 2, and 3. And each one of those yards that I was on for a significant amount of time. And on the 1 yard, nobody ever asked me to produce any paperwork. Once I got to the 2 yard, nobody asked me to produce any paperwork. And then once I got to the 3 yard, because the 1 and 2 yards were dorm living. Once I got to the 3 yard, I don't, I don't, I don't think nobody asked to me to produce anything. Actually, let me take that back. I know for sure nobody asked me to produce no paperwork. Have I had conversations with motherfuckers that casually asked me what I was in for? Yeah, and I told them I was in for what I was in there for, and that's just that. After I told them I was in for it, then we just go back to conversating what we were conversating about. It wasn't I tell them what I was in there for, and a nigga go ask to see my paperwork, because I mean that could be taken two ways. Asking to see somebody's paperwork can be taken as disrespectful. Like, cause nigga, who the fuck are you to ask me to produce some documents? Nigga, are you the motherfucking the paperwork collector around here? You know what I'm saying? Are you the motherfucking people that's going to? Cause a lot of niggas are ignorant anyway. They don't even know how to read paperwork. So it's like that situation is like a gray area. You got dumb niggas asking motherfuckers to produce paperwork and don't even know how to read paperwork. Anyway, so like I was saying, nobody even asked me to produce no motherfucking paperwork. So people might say, well, were you running with a specific car or whatever? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was doing my own thing. I fucked with the Don Moves, I fucked with the Crips, I fucked with the others, the North, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a people's person, so I would engage in conversation and play cards and work out and bust down, whatever, do shit with different motherfuckers, right? But I did program with the Northern Crips, the NCs or whatever. And even on the 3 yard, when I was programming with them or whatever, whatnot, because I do come from a Crip hood or whatever. I ain't gonna say the neighborhood I come from because that's neither here nor here. I don't promote gang banging. I do come from a Crip hood and the blue side or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Even with that, when I was running with the NCs, they didn't ask me to produce no paperwork. You feel me? Because I would have took that a certain kind of way, because the NCs I was on the yard with, they were they were younger than me. So what I mean, even though I'm motherfuckers ain't nobody bigger than a program, I would have felt some type of way about some young nigga trying to tell me to produce some paperwork. Cause on the streets, I do what the fuck I want to do, go where I want to go, say what I want to say, and ain't nobody telling me to do nothing. Ain't no big homie got no rank on none of that shit. So once I got to prison and realized motherfuckers do gotta follow some type of rules or whatever, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do or whatever. But to make a long story short, you know what I'm saying, I've never had to produce any paperwork. And like I said, I was programming with the NCs and shit. So motherfuckers can't say, well, you was a non-affiliate or you was a tuner or none of that. Tuner means basically non-affiliate. Tuner, which the acronym is turned up non-affiliate, whatever. So nah, you know what I mean? Like, I was actually under some type of protocol or whatever. And like I said, when motherfuckers asked me where I was from, I would tell them, you know what I'm saying, the hood I was from. I would clearly represent the hood I was from and shit, you know what I mean? And another thing, you don't run, being from the city I'm from Seaside, you're not gonna run into too many Seaside niggas in the pen. So we kind of like on an island of our own and shit. We know motherfucker Seaside gonna do Seaside shit in that motherfucker. Anyway, yeah. So my homie wanted to give y'all my perspective about my experience in the pen, and he said, speak on it, because you can speak on it. You've been there and shit. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna really speak for the gang members and the gang bangers from LA and all that. I don't know their protocol. Maybe they gotta produce some paperwork when they hit the pen. But when I was in the pen, I never really even seen no niggas have to really produce paperwork like that. You feel me? If I'm wrong, what I'm saying, get in the comment section and say, well, nah, down here we do it like this or we do it like that. I've even seen situations where niggas were had foul charges and foul paperwork. Like, niggas was rats, known rats. I've seen rats be on the main line. I've seen niggas with like certain type of sexual charges, like pimp type niggas that might have been fucking with minors. And I'm not saying he was pimping or he wasn't pimping, but I know I have a partner personally from Vegas that was doing some pimping or whatever and got caught up in a situation with a minor. He didn't know or whatever, so I guess his situation got worked out because he didn't get rolled. He was on the main line. It was niggas that told on their own homies from certain sets, and they was on the main line. So that just clearly lets you know that niggas ain't really checking your paperwork or selective politicking that's going on. I know niggas personally from my city that's got some foul shit on their jacket, and they was on the main line. You feel me? Not to shit on them. I ain't trying here to be messy. Hey, but the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm saying and you from Seaside, you know how to get a hold of me, if you know what I'm saying, because I'm standing on anything that come out my mouth. You feel me? I've been in these streets for a long time. I've retired. I do the right thing. I'm the world's greatest square now. But I'm just speaking about my past and my past experiences and shit, because I can, because I lived it and did it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, yeah, niggas ain't asking no motherfuckers to read over no paperwork. Now, as far as other races like the South Side, I know for sure they organized. The Woods are a little more. They're kind of organized. I'm not gonna speak on they politics and if they checking documents or anything like that. I can only speak on this black skin, the black race, really, and really for the people from up north and my homies from my city that been to the pen and shit. Can't really speak for the guys from LA or whatever, but I'm pretty sure, cause like I said, I've been locked up with LA niggas. I didn't really see them when they came in. I didn't really see niggas had to produce no paperwork unless they had a tricky kind of case coming in. And motherfuckers like, oh nigga, you got some shit on your name. You gotta produce the work. Or it could be a situation where you get into a situation where you in the pen, maybe a little fight or scuffle or whatever, part of me, and you get a 115. Motherfuckers might want to see a 115 to make sure you ain't said no tricky shit or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, fuck that, 10 times out of 10, the niggas is not checking no documents or checking no paperwork. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just my perspective on that, and not even my perspective, my experience, because I actually was there and did the time and shit. And not one time did I have to go into my motherfucking personal belongings and retrieve my paperwork to go take it to another man or another individual so they can read my paperwork. When I was on the streets and I caught my case that sent me to prison, the individual that I was connected to or doing business with, he know who he is. He asked to see my paperwork, which is natural, respectful, because he like, nigga, I've been doing business with you. I want to make sure you ain't threw me under my bus or threw me under the bus. So, of course, I went and got my paperwork, showed bro I was doing business with the paperwork. He seen my paperwork. He seen everything that was cool, good to go. Gave my shit back. And we continued doing what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, as far as being in a pen, county jail and all that, nah, man, niggas ain't no motherfucking secretaries and they ain't motherfucking going over no documents, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, that's my 2 cents on that. I'm gonna do another video later. I think I'm gonna do a video about the 50 Cent documentary on P. Diddy. Then I'm gonna do another story on this little fucking this fuck the streets movement that these niggas is talking about and shit. So look forward to that later on today. Like, share, subscribe. You feel me? Subscribe to my YouTube and subscribe to my IG page on Word of Mouth TV. Share it, get me in the algorithm, get me popping. I appreciate it. Everybody enjoy their Sunday. Stay warm, eat a good meal. God bless y'all. Peace.